Hello! Welcome to the President's Update for May 4th through the 17th. We've been serving remotely for several weeks, but with the governor's new guidelines, we enter a new phase at NSCC as we start to ease up and open our doors a bit. I want to say you're doing great. Really appreciate the many people that have chipped in. Lots of wonderful things that are happening. So thank you, thank you. Got some shout outs. Really appreciate ads in the local papers thanking our first responders and essential workers, our faculty for leading in a town hall every week. Ann Kay doing a great job with the daily nourishment. We've got that wonderful We Care student video, and a real special shout out, the team in the business office cranking out, making sure our processes happen. They come up every Thursday. And more recently, we've got the first part of our stimulus from the CARES Act, emergency student money, and Amber and the team with Lana working hard to put dollars in our students' hand. Well done. We did have the NSCC virtual board meeting on Friday, April 24th. The big news is the passing of the strategic plan with our 5 pillars serving individuals, communities, and families. I do want to shout out Project Allure for creating this wonderful graphic. Accompanying this video is a letter that I've written called The Road Ahead. Now that we're entering this new phase, what's it going to look like? And what are some of those rules? So we'll start with saying remote operations is still our preferred mode right now. So stay home. I'm going to visit the campus probably one day a week for a few hours to get some things done. If you can work from home, that is preferred. The second is we're using guidelines. So when you get to the door, there's a check-in so we know who is there. We've answered the right questions, temperature. We're going to have face coverings on. So that's our road ahead for some time. For the week of May 4 through 7, that's actually a time for periodic visits that are planned to be able to do a few things to get ready as we learn what that road's about. And then May 11 through 14, we're going to serve learners by appointment. We're still not open to the public, but we are going to permit learners to come in small groups. Remember, the most at any time gathering is 10 people. We're always 6 feet apart. May 18th forward, I look at that as being open, at least in the public's mind. And we're just going to use the lessons learned from May 4 through 14 to figure that out. One of the key things I would note is caring for our learners. We're an educational institution, but right now, in COVID-19 and a recession with 1 million Ohioans out of work and people really stressed, the general pathways, financial stability, access to care, housing, security, food, safety, these are important commodities that we have to nurture as best we can. And we are an educational institution, but we're going to lean into some of those other things using our public partners, like OUJFS. In terms of upcoming events, this would normally be packed with events, but we are still going to have an e-commencement May 9th. Our students will soon get a care package from us, and I'm going to head up and do a video in my robes, and other people are also going to be part of that commencement, including a small talk from Chancellor Randy Gardner. We are starting our summer hours. They would normally start about this time anyway. So from May 4th through July 30, it's summer hours. Now, instead of just, 8 5s, 4 10s, it's a combination of mostly at home and then working some in the office. But we're closed Friday to the public. We're just closed. And there are exceptions to that vice presidents do permit. But basically, 4-day, keep our building open. So The next is we are having, and we've sent the letters out, the scholarship reception, and I'm also cutting a small video, Peter Beck and Mike Jacobs, and we're really going to honor our students at that time. We don't have a specific date, but it will happen sometime late May, early June. I just want to mention how important self-care is at this time. I've noticed that as the weeks go on, there are some things I get really good at, and other things I really have to focus in on. Uh, I'm forgetting the days of the week. There are just small things that tell me I need to pause and do more self-care. And I would just encourage you to do the same. In terms of keeping up, we have our COVID-19 page. There's a letter accompanying this video message, and we have our Facebook groups, alumni as well as our own group. So let's use those along with the town halls that our faculty and students have had. Well, it's a really interesting time here at Northwest State Community College, and I look forward to maybe seeing you in our actual physical facility sometime in the near future. For all the great work that you're doing every day, my thanks.